this love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back. This love that you never started. You once destroyed a broken heart that was already shattered. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back. Holding on to what we have and take us to the edge and back.
Well, hey everyone, welcome back to another Hurricane Gaming stream. Today we have the brand new Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. The stream is mainly probably going to be for me because yesterday it was just downloading, and then configuring so I wouldn't have any large issues. But I'm still like really new to this simulator. There's like really not anything that I've been. I swear if there's an update. Like, speaking of updates, like I know like yesterday there was some kinks in the process with updating. And I shouldn't have any update. Yep, I shouldn't have any updates. Oh yeah, there were kinks in the process of updating. But yeah, probably my favorite feature about this thing is the music, because you get to choose the music from FSX, which is cool. They call it Legacy. It just takes a minute. But yeah, if you guys are wondering, I got the premium deluxe package. From Steam. and like there were like large issues with getting Premium Deluxe because I bought it and then a bunch of stuff downloaded, then I didn't have all the planes. It usually doesn't take this long. Hey, Nick, Facebook Nick, or just Nicky Boy. Thanks for joining the chat. I'm just loading into MFS. And I think basically, from what I've seen, I think what I'm going to do is like the VFR flying on MFS is going to be so cool. Like, and there's multiplayer and it works with VPilot, although VPilot really does attack the frames, which sucks, but you know, that's okay. I'll figure it out if I'll use it, but if I do use VPilot, we'll have to keep the settings pretty modest. This is probably the longest it's taken ever to load. Well, I haven't even really hey Nicky Poo lol. I haven't even been in it that long. At least like used it. It could be downloading something, I don't know. I just have to I have to figure out if I'm gonna use it for IFR. Wow, why is it taking so long? Okay, there we go. There we go, here it is. This is just like it, like when I first loaded in, what it reminded me of was oh, actually no, there's a setting I need to change. Like here's the settings, you go to general. This is basically all the settings. Sound, what I wanted to change is music in the background off. So yeah, so you guys can still hear the music. But I just gotta make sure that everything is level. Yeah, you guys can hear my voice just fine. Yep, that's good. I absolutely love the UI. Like there's so much potential, like the world map. Here's probably the best just feature, hands down, other than the flight simulation. Like there's a whole like world. I don't know where I'll go first. I think what I'll do is like fly around low flying in like an area. So I think I'll try BWI. And well, there's so many. Okay. Which aircraft do you guys want to see? Because there's just so many aircraft to choose from. I'm gonna use a propeller aircraft. The Icon A5 is probably a good one. It can fly low and slow. Texan Aviation. I'll just choose the 172. Grand Caravan. Yeah, I love the Grand Caravan. Grand. Okay, what do they call it here? Oh, I guess, okay, whatever. We've got it. Flight conditions, we're just gonna do live traffic. And if any of you guys have it and want to join me, that's also another thing that I want to figure out how to do. And runway, we're gonna do 3-3 right. Yeah. Ow, my eye. I got something in my eye. My eyes have been acting up all the week. Okay, we're gonna try this again. Actually, no, sorry. The donation ticker, I don't want that there because a little distracting. I think currently my PC is having a power supply issue. I have to figure this out. I also have to figure out why it's taking so long to load. Because this is a crazy time to load. It's like X-Plane loading times. Okay, now that we're in, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try that again. Hope that that doesn't happen. So fly, we're gonna choose the caravan. There we go. Why does the music keep stopping? Okay, calculate. Okay, we're ready to fly at BWI. I've already got a couple things configured. Like I have the external view, like X-Plane has it. Now it looks pretty good, I will say, but there are certain ways you can make it look better. So if we go into controls, not controls, actually no, not controls, actually no. General and then graphics. There are a lot of different things you can do here. So basically, I have render scaling, object, no, this should be at, I guess 200. Object scaling and terrain level of detail can be at 100. Like, so basically these two sliders are probably the most important when it comes to visual appearance. So render scaling basically renders your whole scene in a higher resolution than it is, and then presents it to you on your monitor. That's basically all it is. And then volume, and then object level of detail is, well, the object level of detail. Now I can kind of sort of run this. Okay. It's just a little laggier than I'd like. So what I do is I have this thing go all the way back. So I have it run on high end, and all of these sliders are usually on 100. Yeah, all of these sliders are usually on 100. So, and I turn up endoscopic filtering because it's actually really easy to run, and it improves the quality. So yeah, there's a lot of different settings you can use. I currently have the let me see, let's try something. I might need to turn this back. I think what I should probably do back down. Yeah, this is, I'd say for a brand new simulator, the experience is pretty smooth. You can zoom in. Yeah, everything is like really smooth. So I have flaps. I don't know if you need flaps for the Caravan. What are your PC specs? I think they're in the description. Actually, no, they're not in the description. That's dumb of me, but I have a 2700X and a 1660 Ti. So I'd say I'm doing okay. But I'm gonna go ahead and take off and just see what we can see. So parking brake. Oh no, I screwed up the rudder. Shoot, I screwed up the rudder. Okay, let's try this again, but with the rudder. And it's in, how do I center the rudder? Let's see, flight control services. Rudder left, rudder right. I'm just gonna rudder trim left. No, rudder trim left is gonna be this one. Rudder trim right is gonna be that one. Left, right. Elevator trim up, nose up. Elevator down, not these two. Let's see. Let's say center. Let's say center. Actually, no, I don't know how to center it, but it's fine. Apply and save. This is how we'll fix it. Okay. I don't know if this thing has a gear, but I'll try to climb pretty high. I'll slow down the engine slightly. But this simulator overall is really, really good. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I'd fly in this thing every day just to look at what it looks like. And I could actually find my house, at least one that I used to live in, here. But I think Baltimore is right over there. So let's head over to Baltimore. Yeah. I kind of sort of like what they've done with the camera, you know. It's like, I don't know, it's like you're a chase plane. So you can go up and you can go down, you can go left, you can go right, and it just follows you like a chase plane, you know. I'm gonna ease back on the throttle a little bit. This is probably one of the planes that I want to fly in the most. Now, if the only way I would fly in this simulator a lot more than X-Plane is if the 737 that if they had a free 737, or at least one that came with the simulator, because 737 is probably one of my favorite aircraft, and I just can't have a simulator without it. But overall, I really like this. This should be so fun in multiplayer too. Let's do a barrel roll. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do a barrel roll. A barrel roll. I think we'll try to do the training stuff. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna try to see how close. Oh look, there is, I forget, AT&T Field, I think that is. I'm not sure which one. I'm not sure which one that is.
500.
And you've got the rest of Baltimore modeled really well, actually. This is actually very satisfying. We'll fly nice and low. Is there like a flyby that I can do? Look at the water. The water is... The water is probably one of the best features in this whole simulator. Okay, I'll pull away. Let's see what the Chesapeake Bay looks like. You know, there's an airport in Chesapeake Bay. It's called Bay Bridge. I can't actually remember what it... Oh, what? Look at that. I think it's the Coast Guard. I'm not sure, but I think it is. I like the map feature. It's probably one of my favorites. But the only thing I don't like is that one thing I might do is turn up the cloud detail, because the closer they are, the more unrealistic they look, but the farther out they are, the more realistic they look. But now we're just over here out on the Chesapeake Bay. It's just like really realistic. Like, it's crazy how realistic this is. Now, of course, my flying isn't very realistic. But you know. I like that you can like move up to see the higher view. What the? Oh, that's the dam. No, that's the Bay Bridge. That's what that is. I'm gonna trim some. There's a Bay Bridge. Bay Bridge over there. Wish they, that's a problem, in my opinion. And so I want to hold my altitude. I'm gonna slow my RPM. Now we're holding it, I think, about 1,000 feet. I don't actually remember. Wait, Bay Bridge Airport is next to the Bay Bridge. Wait, no, it's over here. So here we go. I can't actually remember. This is gonna be my first landing in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Wait a minute. I don't think I got this right. No, I didn't get it right. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna turn back. I noticed there are a lot of small, like, artifacty type things in this simulator. Like it's new. The launch day wasn't very smooth, which is, you know, further evidence that it's new and there's going to be further updates. I'm just really glad that I have it, and I'm really glad that I have the Grand Caravan finally. And with all the aircraft that they have in this simulator, there's no need for me to buy any more general aviation aircraft for X-Plane. Like, literally, there's no need. So down to 1800. At least try to. I can't really remember where Bay Bridge Airport is. Maybe that's actually how this bridge is. Wait, I don't actually think that's Bay Bridge. I'm gonna turn around. Nav. Reduce nav level. Oops. I just can't remember where the bridge is. You know, I kind of sort of like just flying for the sake of flying in this simulator. I should probably pick an altitude and hold it though. Wait. Okay. We're sinking. Okay, I think I figured out how to use it. This makes flying this plane a lot more desirable. I just have to figure out how to use it. Oh. I think we found our bridge. I just need to figure out how to take screenshots. and then it'll be A-okay. You know, one thing I want to do, let's try something. Let's try let's try cloud detail. Grass, trees, anti-aliasing. Where's the cloud detail? Light chat blooms, lens flare. I thought there was a cloud detail slider. I for sure thought that there was a cloud detail slider. Shadow maps, contact shadows, reflections. Run result found. Volumetric clouds. Okay. No hit the frames. Okay, so there should be a bridge up in front of me, and this bridge is gonna be where the airport is. But yeah, a lot I love so much about this sim. Better yet, let's have my FPS in the top corner. Okay, I'm gonna take control now. Let's see. We're getting 38 FPS about. What is that? Yeah, like I said, there's some weird artifact thing on the horizon. I don't know what that is. Like Sonic skirting a...
Tower Southwest 689er ready to go runway 33 right IFR to Tampa.
I like that it doesn't feel too stiff, you know? There's a little bit of movement to it. Okay, I'm gonna make this turn.
500.
I don't want to go too... There's Bay Bridge. Hey, what plane is this? How are you? Hey, Peppa Costa Costa. Thanks for joining Ted. This is the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan. We're just landing at an airport in Maryland called Bay Bridge Airport. I don't actually know what the landing speed of this aircraft is. I'm just taking a hunch and feeling it out. That scared me. Okay. Brakes. Welcome everybody to Bay Bridge Airport. Is there a replay mode? That's so cool. Laps up. Well, they're technically not supposed to be there. But I don't have a choice but to move. Yeah, I'm just gonna park it right here. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do this. Let's see. So, I want to see if I remember how to do this. This is the electrical panel, right? So this mixture. There we go. Perfect. I want now I want to see if there's a replay mode. I mean, let me look it up. Is there replay mode in MFS 2020? I don't know about it. Not the important. Yes, important. It will be there. At the moment, simming and X-Plane. Oh wow. There's no replay mode. That changes a lot, actually. But you know what? The fact that there's no replay mode actually makes it almost more realistic. You know? Replay. Replay? Nope. Okay. The fact that there's no replay almost makes it more realistic. So, isn't really anyone in the chat. People keep coming and then they leave. But here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to play around with object level of detail. Let's see, graphics, and then object level of detail. Here we go. There's object, since object level of detail is up, everything is super good. Oil PSI. Yeah, this, I kind of sort of want to fly this plane a lot more. I just don't know what it should do. So let's test out a couple things. Let's take off again and where should we go? Let's take off again, except this time I'm gonna try to go to Martin State Airport, which is right up there. And we're gonna try something else. I'm gonna try different types of weather. We've got live weather, we've got clear skies. Absolutely gorgeous out. Absolutely gorgeous when the sky is clear. It's frozen. We'll just give it time. Okay, it freezes periodically. Few clouds. Scattered. Broken. High level. Then there's rain. It just takes a minute. It's weird. It's wonky. Nope, taking this. It's still frozen. Okay, there we go. It's rain. We don't got rain. We got snow. Probably hands down one of my favorite features. Let's see, and if we click Alt C, we can like see around. So Click Alt C, you can R. Let's see, let's change the droning speed. Drone speed. Okay. R. If you can see that everything, let's see, everything is covered in a nice, good patch of snow. Oh, jeez, what's that radio noise? I'll have to figure that out. Everything is like the snow in the simulator is probably one of the best features. Let's see, probably one of the best features. Okay, now let's go back to, I don't know, where do we go? Go back to external view. Should we take off in the snow? That would be fun. I kind of sort of want to take off in a storm. But in the event that we can't see anything, that'll be bad, so. In the event that we can't see anything, that'll be bad. So, I don't know. I think I'll probably just end off the flight, end off with like a couple like showcases so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Gonna end probably one of the best simulators ever, really. I'm amazed. I'll fly. I can fly with a couple of friends. Main menu. So activities. Yeah, that's what I was gonna try next. Flight training. So I already did the first one, second one. I'm gonna do this one now. "55 knots, 75 knots. So you should be increasing in speed, I guess, the entire time. It's just super awesome that there's just no more having to do ortho. I mean, well, at least for now. Amazing views. Literally friggin' looks like real life. Let's see.
There's an old saying I like. A mile of road will take you a mile. A mile of runway will take you anywhere.
That's a
Taking
good
off
saying.
isn't hard, but there are a few key points to remember. First, we always take off into the wind, which won't be an issue on a calm day like today. Second, before we enter a runway, we always make sure it's clear.
Looks clear to me. Oh.
Everything looks good, no cross traffic. Go ahead and taxi into position. The rudder pedals should make steering the plane pretty easy.
There we go.
Alright, let's do this. Apply full power and I'll walk you through the takeoff as we go. Use your rudders to stay on the center line and keep pushing power until you reach 55 knots. Good. Now gently pull back on the yoke. Line up the top of your instrument panel so it's a couple inches above the horizon. That'll pitch us up and set a good climb attitude. And we're airborne. Focus on flying straight. Use your rudders to keep the runway heading of 210 degrees. Maintain 75 knots, and we'll reach our target altitude of 5,500 feet in no time.
Great. Oops, too much. And aren't I maintained? Oh, that's 65.
Ah, 5,500 feet. A nice, safe altitude for part 2 of our lesson. Straight and level flight. First step here is adjusting our attitude.
Gotta descend.
We're in a cruise attitude, pushing max power. To stay level at our target altitude, let's start by easing the throttle back to 1,800 RPMs. You've probably noticed, to maintain altitude, you need to pitch the nose up. You could just keep pulling on the yoke to hold steady, but that's not really a precise means of control.
I'm already trimming the
Probably better
aircraft.
to adjust your trim wheel until you don't need to push or pull on the yoke. Drag the trim down when you need to set the nose up. Drag it up to set the nose down. Try adding trim to keep us at 5,500 feet without increasing throttle. If you feel our pitch slipping and need to get back to the proper attitude, don't worry. Just pull on the yoke, then dial in the right trim. The way I was taught, when you adjust the trim, you make rough changes at first to remove pressure on the yoke, then small adjustments to find the perfect setting to keep your desired attitude. That's the key to straight and level flight. It saves you from constantly pushing or pulling on the yoke. And that gives you more time to enjoy the ride. If you want more practice using the trim, go for it. Whenever you're ready to pass the controls, I'll be here.
Let's see.
Okay, I have control. Hope you enjoyed the lesson.
Great. Landing. Landing isn't actually that difficult in the Cessna. Not really. "65 knots. You guys probably can't see that overlay too well, but I wish you guys could. I don't know how to make it bigger. I'll figure it out. Okay. How do I make this bigger? I have literally no idea how to make it bigger. Okay.
My first instructor used to say the best part of flying is landing in one piece. The man was a terminal pessimist, but he wasn't wrong. Today, you're in charge of bringing us in for a safe landing. We've got clearance for a straight-in approach, so we don't have to complete the standard traffic pattern. And I've already set us up in landing configuration at 65 knots with 10 degrees of flaps and idle power. We're on the glide slope now. Maintain speed around 65 knots. Change your pitch if you need to, and keep your aim point on the runway number.
Shoot!
Targeting the runway
I didn't
number,
even see
you
it.
want to keep it steady in your sights. If it looks like the number's moving up in your windscreen, you're coming in low. You'll need to add a bit more throttle to get back on the slope. If it looks like the number's moving down in your windscreen, well, then you're too high.
I had,
You need to add
jeez.
flaps to increase your rate of descent, but you'll also need to push forward and trim to change your attitude and maintain the same speed.
Let's. Okay. That did not work as well as I wanted it to.
Keep your aim point on the runway threshold. When you're 10 feet above the runway, it's time to flare. Once we pass the threshold, shift your aim point to the end of the runway. Then, pull back slightly on the yoke to aim the nose just above it. Okay, we're past the threshold. Start the flare. Keep pulling back slowly. Let the plane settle onto the runway. Don't push it down, but don't let it start climbing. Nice.
Perfect.
Now apply the brakes to slow us down and bring the plane to a stop. Great job. As they say, any landing you can walk away from is a good landing.
Great.
But if you can use the plane the next day, it's outstanding. Landings can be hard, even for seasoned pilots. Trust me, don't hesitate to practice. After all, that's what we're here for, right?
Yeah. Now, traffic patterns have always probably been the worst for me. Actually, I'm not really that bad at traffic patterns. I remember I did. How are you finding the sim? The sim is actually really good. Like, it's super realistic. The physics are great. Haven't tested out really any of the airliners yet. The physics are great. The general aviation aircraft, they're awesome. The tutorials are awesome. It looks. Don't even get me started on how it looks. It looks great. Only thing is, it looks a little weird around the edges of some objects, but you can just adjust that. My computer just can't run the objects at like 200% scaling. But yeah, looks phenomenal. I gotta make sure my mic is on. It's my mic. Yeah, no, it's on. Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Let's be honest, no one likes going around in circles. Unless you're a pilot training on traffic patterns. Sedona's standard traffic pattern follows a 1,000-foot altitude around the main runway. By the time we're through here, you'll know how to complete the full run from takeoff to landing. so let's get started.
Okay. Takeoff. Sounds easy enough.
When we're up, keep us aligned with the runway and climb to 5,400 feet. We're going for a left-hand traffic pattern.
Left-hand traffic pattern. Wait, do I turn? That's... Gotta do this quickly.
Once we reach altitude, you're gonna start turning left 90 degrees toward a 122-degree heading.
Oh no, I didn't listen to what she said, did I? Oh, I missed it. Lol. Oh, sorry, Bjorn. I don't think I... Oh, yeah. This sim is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
we're in the pattern. Get ready to enter the crosswind section. Good. Keep going till you reach the traffic pattern altitude of 5,700 feet.
Okay.
Ready to make your left turn downwind? When the runway appears at the halfway point of your wing strut, you'll know you're at a good glide distance.
I'm super confused. Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. That's not very clear. So I turned left and then I had to go back.
We've got the wind at our back now. We're on the right track. Lower your nose to a cruise attitude and reduce power to 2,100 RPMs. Once your speed is in the white arc, add 10 degrees of flaps to prep us for landing. Now's not a bad time to check if the runway is looking good.
It's fine.
And it probably goes without saying, always watch out for other planes entering or exiting the pattern. We're gonna fly past the end of the runway here. Keep going until you see it at a 45-degree angle behind you. That's your cue to turn left again, onto the base leg. Alright, reduce power to idle to start losing altitude and maintain cruise attitude. Keep an eye on the runway as we get ready for our final turn. That'll also keep our speed around 65 knots. There we go. The runway's in full view. Make sure to keep the plane centered on approach. If
Oops.
you're too high, add flaps. Too low, add power to maintain the glide path. Way to stick the landing. Now, just apply the brakes to slow your roll.
Yep.
And make sure you don't stop on the runway, of course. If other planes are looking to land, we've got to move. Take one of the taxiways on the right. Good job. As an old instructor said to me, not only did you not die, you're really learning to fly.
Wow. It's got a lot of instructors. First solo flight. I think that's enough for today. At least I just want to get the hang of things. And I think I actually got hang of things, you know, the feel of the sim. And it's really, it looks really nice. Let's see. I already did landing, traffic patterns. So I have 3 more left. Then we'll do solo navigation. It will be easy. But there are a lot of other planes. Like, there's a couple other planes I want to look at in my hangar. Let's see. Change aircraft. We have the have this one. This one is super cool. Gonna take a second to load. Yeah. I'm probably excited for the citation. I've never actually had this jet before. Airliners. Yes, we have the 787. Probably is gonna be my favorite. This one also takes a minute to load in. I don't even think that they should load in like the whole aircraft. I just think that they should load in the visually pleasing parts. But yeah, just to show you the aircraft I have before I leave. 77. This is gonna be a fun aircraft to fly. What's sad is that there's no liveries. I kind of sort of want there to be liveries. I guess that's the only turn off for this sim, is that, you know, there's no liveries. Let's see what else we got. Oh, right here. Let's see. We got the TBM. Got a lot of propellers and turbo props. Oh yeah. I think my favorite turbo prop probably has to be the King Air 350. And the Grand Caravan. Yeah, it's amazing. I've been flying non-stop. Oh, sorry, Bjorn, your message came extremely late for some reason. But yeah, it's amazing. I've been flying with non-stop for the past 2 days. The airliners are questionable though, so be prepared. A320 you know, flies like an absolute pig. So I've heard. So I've heard. Well, I'll probably be going off today. I just need to see how my streaming encoder is going. That's strange. That's actually pretty strange. Let's see. Did I change the settings so that it enable? Yeah, just everything in this simulator is just really nice, really well done. And I can't wait to fly some more. I'll see you guys later. Yeah, I don't really have an ending screen for this yet, so see you guys.